go. Hey everybody, it's Sharon coming to you live from Soon's Orchards. We are actually inside one of our coolers. We call it storage number 1. It's our main apple cooler, and we are surrounded by bins of apples. These are apple bins. There's 20 bushels in a bin, so that's about 800 pounds worth of apples. So it's May and we still have a lot of apples left. So one of the questions we get constantly in the store, because I think everybody's had a bad experience with a yucky, soft, mushy apple, which basically nobody wants, is I want a hard, crispy apple, or I want a hard apple, or I want a tart or sweet apple. But I just wanted to tackle a little bit of the firmness and the texture. So the biggest thing, 2 big things when it comes to finding those good apples. So we have to pick them correctly, and sometimes that's really difficult, and depending on the weather, sometimes it's difficult to actually get your apple to the right firmness that you want. But assuming the weather cooperates, you got to pick them when they're ready. If you wait a couple days, they can get overripe, and then no matter what you do, they're not going to be as great, and they're not going to store correctly. Number 2 is to keep them cold. You got to get them cold and keep them cold. So that's why we're inside the cooler. It's 33 degrees in here, and it's about 95% humidity. So most people's refrigerators won't be that cold, but what you can do is you keep your apples in a bag. The bag you buy them in is fine. You can even put a little damp paper towel in there. Put them in the crisper drawer in the bag, and don't put anything else in there if you can. Definitely not any kind of leafy greens or carrots, because they're going to interact and not like each other. So do that, and that will help keep your apples cold. I do hear people say, I don't like a cold apple to eat. Just take one out the night before. 1 day out or 1 night out is not going to kill it, but if you put them in a bowl and leave them on the counter, they're going to get soft instantly. And nobody likes a soft apple, as we've discovered. So when you're in any kind of store, if you're here or somewhere else, you want to look for skin that's fairly smooth. You know, you don't want a wrinkly skin. That's going to show your apples dehydrated. Apples are mostly water, so that's what's happening inside your refrigerator. It's not humid in there because it's constantly defrosting. So that's why we keep it so humid inside here, so that these apples are going to keep better for you. So we try to keep our apples refrigerated and on the shelf for the shortest amount of time possible. That's part of the reason we keep it very cold in our store in the winter, because apples like cold. Super, super, super important. So choosing a sweet or tart apple, really easy, just try them. We grow 55 kinds of apples. We have them on our little brochure here, and there's notes about which is usually tasted as tart or sweet. So everybody's different though. That's why I always say sample your apples, and we're happy to do that for you. So that's a couple notes. Just hitting crispy a little bit. Crispy really depends on the variety. So again, you want to try your apples and see if the texture is what you're looking for. So that's it for now. Give us a thumbs up, some likes, some comments. If you have any questions, let us know. We're here to help increase your apple IQ. Thanks for tuning in. This is Sharon, over and out from Soon's.